Right now, thousands of people are on their way to our nation's capital, where they will join a rally for change.
And it comes after high-profile cases of African Americans being shot and killed by police. NBC4 anchor Carrie Charles joining us now live from Washington. Carrie, some estimates suggest about 50,000 people will attend tomorrow's march. Your anticipation, yes?
Yeah, that's what we're hearing, but in 1963, some 300,000 people attended the March on Washington. It took place back here at the National Mall. Well, the pandemic this year, that is causing a problem. A lot of folks are staying home. I, however, spoke with the Columbus man today who says he will be at the march here tomorrow. That march is being led by the son of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. 57 years ago tomorrow is when Dr. King delivered his I Have a Dream speech here on the Mall. Eugene Boarder's Thursday morning started with a stop at John Glenn International Airport to board a flight. Destination, a rally for change.
I'm going to the march really to support the causes based on some of the more recent events that we've had. They've been troubling.
Crews are getting the National Mall ready for Friday's March on Washington, or the Commitment March. It's calling for reforms within policing and the criminal justice system. Boarders, who is 33, will join thousands who are expected to attend.
It's encouraging to see people risking their lives, I guess, to go out and support this cause.
The march, organized in response to the death of George Floyd. He died in late May after a Minneapolis police officer held him down, put his knee on Floyd's neck for nearly 9 minutes.
And you wonder, what is it in police culture that is causing them to engage the way that they're engaging?
This year's march marks 57 years since the historic March on Washington, pushing for jobs and freedom for blacks. It's when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech.
My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Martin Luther King III will lead Friday's event.
Why is this march important?
We don't see this happening with white folk, but we see it with black people over and over again. And yet, we're saying enough is enough. Police reform must occur immediately, not next year, but immediately.
I'm hoping that people open their minds and maybe bring new perspectives so that we can get past the systemic racism.
And so think about this, 1963, thousands gathered here for the March on Washington, pushing for jobs and freedom for black people here in the United States. And right across the street, the National Museum of African American History and Culture. That land, that building, was not here at the time of the march. Coming up tonight at 6, we are going to hang out with some folks from Columbus. We are going to have some serious conversations with them. We gathered with them over at the Black Lives Matter Plaza, and we are going to talk to them about why this march is so important. I'm working on that for you coming up all new tonight at 6. We are live tonight in Washington. Carrie Charles, NBC4.